And welcome back to, to Death Battle Prediction. Yes, I didn't do a reaction to Death Battle. That was due to multiple reasons. With all the stuff going on with YouTube at the moment, didn't really just want to put it up just for. I might not be doing reaction videos for the time being. Just because of the whole COPA thing going on. By the by, we're looking into the COPA thing, me and Mark. Shouldn't it be affecting our channel just because of what's happened? But we'll have to go over. Worst case scenario, I think I might just to give you a little insight. I think we're not making money on this channel. We don't make money on this channel. This channel is just for fun. It's the hope one day we could make some money, but at least not from like monetization. We don't make any money from that. So when you break that down, there's actually, in theory, no reason we should be monetizing our videos. So, in essence, I think the logical choice, if I want to keep the channel the way I do, is just demonetize everything. Now, that might not be as simple a solution as I think. There might be other little caveats, but I'll talk to Mark about it. Regardless, yes, I watched the Death Battle. And first off, it was a fun video, obviously. And here's the thing. A lot of people have been complaining that Death Battle doesn't do legitimate analysis and partial analysis anymore. And they've even come out and said that it's not always the case. But at the same time, generally speaking, I can agree with the way they rationalize the outcome. Now, if they already predetermined a winner, that's a different thing entirely. But when it comes to this one, they flat out said, even within their own video, like within their characters, like, okay, yeah, we just want to get rid of Deadpool. And this was the story of them dealing with Deadpool. She's like, and then they brought Deadpool back. So, spoilers, by the way, obviously. So, yes, it was clear exactly what they were doing. They basically put Deadpool up against someone he could not beat on purpose. And they even acknowledged it. So, that's fine. Now we get the final one, and I'm surprised. I would have sworn that we would have gotten a live action, because they can do live action Death Battles, and they did it for Daredevil versus Nightwing, which was a great fight. I was surprised they didn't announce a live action one, but instead we get my guy that heads the blue devil of the hidden leaf, the blue beast of the hidden leaf, and I like him here. And I'm a big fan of Naruto. I like Naruto. I like Bleach more, but I like Naruto a lot. Big fan of My Hero Academia. Still haven't. I need to get back onto that. I like the last volume I picked up. I think it was volume 17. So I need to get back on that. But All Might versus Might Guy. It's my guy who wins. All Might is powerful as hell. Don't get me wrong. That's actually going to be a good question too. It's the final fight of the season. Usually those are pretty like epic fights in some way, in terms of how powerful, like in terms of the effects too. If I go by each season finale, Superman versus Goku, there you go. Thanos versus Darkseid, there you go. Crap, what was a season? Oh, Sephiroth versus Virgil, CGI. So I'm wondering what they're going to do graphically for this fight. I know with like Jump Force, we may have some new animations, and I know with like the Naruto games, there's plenty of animations for my guy. I'm wondering what we might be getting with All Might though. So anyway, because as far as I know, he doesn't show up in any game. Anyway, in terms of what they're bringing to the table, All Might is incredibly powerful. He is. He's physically imposing, very durable, extremely powerful. You know, all the smashes. Can create gusts of wind just by moving his body if he so tries to. Can honestly alter the weather. It is very fast as well. But the problem is this. Might Guy is a physical combat specialist, a master martial artist, whereas All Might, as far as we can tell, is a skilled fighter, but he's not a master martial artist. Hell, Gran Torino beat the crap out of him most of the time. And Gran Torino's not even a skilled martial artist, a skilled combatant, but not a martial artist. But then you factor in the fact that my guy is a trained ninja added on there, and then you add the inner gates, which can drastically bump his power immensely. And I mean, just going into the first few gates, his power already. I think here's the thing: in base form versus Guy, All Might versus Guy, I do think All Might actually can physically outmatch Guy, but Guy's speed alone could keep him out of reach of All Might. And then once we go into some of his more powerful form techniques, like the Morning Peacock, where he's literally burning up the air, I think All Might could probably survive that, but take damage. Afternoon Tiger, that one could definitely mess All Might up. And if they do go to the full release of the gates, there's no way that All Might beats Guy as Night Guy. When you talk about Afternoon Elephant and Midnight Dragon, was it? Where he was literally had like a chakra, a form of chakra enveloping around him, and was actually warping space itself. And the only reason Madara survived that was because he had mass regenerative capabilities. He even said, it's like, oh man, that would have killed me any other way. Unfortunately, the only downside to that is Guy would end up dying. So the question is, if they use that, Guy definitely wins. If they don't use that, this guy still wins. I still think Guy wins. I just think he's more skilled, definitely more skilled. And I think he's just got more to bring to the table than honestly All Might does. Because really, when you break it down, All Might has is physicality. With a decent amount of skill put to that, but not master's level of skill. And he can also create gust of wind. Now, don't get me wrong. If Death Battle is, in fact, as biased as people claim to be, and they kind of can be sometimes, I'll be honest, I think they were just completely biased on Superman. I really do. But I digress on that. I've said my piece long ago on what I think of the Goku versus Superman one. I think that was bullcrap. If it is kind of a biased thing, and they think All Might as the symbol of peace should win, they will find some convoluted way of making him win. Now, that being said, if what they say sounds legitimate, I have no problem with it. I want to be very clear. I have no problem if the numbers, the figures they give is legitimate, or if it sounds legitimate. But also, we have to wonder, are they going to use All Might in his prime? In which case, what is All Might in his prime? Like, we actually don't know how powerful All Might actually was in his prime. We've only known him since the beginning, since he can only do his hero work for 3 hours a day, and then eventually lost his abilities. So it's a good question when you think about it, because if it's the All Might we know who's got a limit to how much power he can use, then All Might is done. Like, just done. He's got no chance. If they're using an All Might who's not restricted by that, that's different. All Might at least has a chance then, I think. But my money goes on Might Guy. Let me know in the comments below, though, what you think. Might Guy or All Might? Truth be told, I like both these guys a lot. If we're talking about their dubs, though, I gotta go give it to Chris Sabat, man, for All Might. Chris Sabat as All Might was one of the most perfect vocal casting choices you could have made. It was fantastic. United States of Smart. I can't wait to actually show Carrie that episode at some point. We're gonna watch My Hero at some point, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time. I'm gonna just bump the the Who Would Wins to tomorrow, because I got nothing to do tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. And I'm just gonna get, and maybe one of the what ifs to tomorrow, and then but because I'll have all day tomorrow, I'm just gonna get them all done tomorrow. But I will get at least one what if done today. So don't worry, there's still one more video coming. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.